Hey y'all, welcome back to A Dash of Gratitude. My name is Beth. Today we're going to start out with an Aldi grocery haul and then head home for some food prep to help our week run a little bit more smoothly. I hope this video will bring you some inspiration to do the same in your home. I picked up one of these cookies and cream coffee creamers. It does have sugar, but the ingredients are relatively clean. It has organic grade A milk, organic cane sugar, organic cream, and it does contain natural flavor, which I don't love, but anyway, I picked this up. This is one of Serena's favorite creamers. If you have not tried the cranberry white cheddar cheese from Aldi, it is so good. We had this on a charcuterie on a girls trip I just took to the mountains, and this was the favorite by far. It is delicious. Serena really enjoys these acai bowls, so she picked up a few of the berry and of the tropical. She really likes the tropical the best, but the berry is also good. Isn't that right, Rena? So I picked up some Greek organic yogurt. It's just a plain flavor. And these were the organic blueberries. I'm making some granola today, and it calls for grass-fed butter. So I picked this one up. I've never tried it before, but I'm hoping it's good. This isn't something that I normally buy, but my kids like yogurt, so I figure they might enjoy these little yogurt smoothies. These are the mixed berry flavor, and I'm hoping they'll enjoy them. We really enjoy keeping sweet treats in the freezer for the kids, and we love these mini ice cream cones. They're so small. To me, they're the perfect size for just that little after dinner sweet bite. We haven't tried these before. They're the super berry superfood smoothie pops. I don't know. We're gonna see. And then we also picked up these strawberry and vanilla swirl cones. These looked really good too. And we always enjoy trying this seasonal ice cream from Aldi. All right, look here. I picked up an assortment of chocolates. I got two of these. It's the Ice Cream Shop Truffles. And the flavors that they have in here are vanilla chip, they have vanilla chip, orange creamsicle, rocky road, and fudge flavor. Look at these. I just thought they looked interesting. We're planning to have a dinner party soon, so I just thought we could set out some sweet chocolate variety. I've got a sea salt caramel as well as the dark chocolate coconut almond. These are so good. A little restock on snacks. My kids like these Black Forest Juicy Burst fruit snacks. I got a 6 cracker assortment package. It's got the 7-grain poppy and pepper water, rosemary, seeded multigrain, sesame wheat, and cracked wheat. And here's what all of those look like. Kind of hard to see. My trunk is kind of full, so I'm kind of squished back here. I've got a couple of bags that need to go for donation. I always like to keep a good salsa. I like their organic, mild, thick and chunky salsa. Always tastes real good. I picked up one package of peanut butter cups. These are also very good. I got one box of double chocolate brownies. I got one box of chocolate pudding that I'm actually going to mix into the brownies. I found a recipe, kind of like a hack that you can make them extra delicious. As a part of the granola recipe, I picked up this package of raw cashews, walnuts, and macadamia nuts. I also got a whole another bag of shelled walnuts and pecan halves. We love a good blueberry bagel, so pick those up. I thought these looked so good, and I don't remember seeing them before, but they're the Asiago cheese sandwich rolls. They're very similar to the shape of like a ciabatta roll, but I thought these would be really good for sandwiches this week. I got this cranberry and sea salt artisan crisp crackers. These are so good. They pair really nicely with that cranberry cheese as well. These are really good. I also picked up this mindfulness journal for a certain little 12-year-old of mine. And I got this strawberry vanilla probiotic soda. I think these are similar to the Olippops, and Serena chose this one for today. My good friend Dawn shared this recipe with me. It is for a paleo style granola, so that means that it's grain free. And what we're gonna need today is pecans. We're gonna need almonds. This is a bowl of mixed nuts. I'm gonna pick out the almonds that we need. We're also gonna need walnuts, chia seeds, shredded coconut, unsweetened. And then I'm also gonna pick out some cashews. I chose this one because it doesn't have any other oils on it, where the rest of the cashews I found in the store in Aldi today, they all had other oils. So I'm gonna pick out a couple cashews. We're also gonna need maple syrup, vanilla, grass-fed butter, and sea salt. And this is homemade vanilla that I made here at my house. I usually double recipes, and today is no exception. So I will be doubling the recipe. I will type out this recipe in the description box below so you can make it yourself if you like, but I am doubling it, so just keep that in mind if you make it yourself. All right, let's start with pecans. I know this is a liquid measuring cup, but my dry measuring cup is not clean, so I don't think this recipe can get messed up. Pecans. All right, now the almonds, these have been in my freezer. It's quite a bit of almonds I gotta pick out here. I would love to take this time to thank you for being here, watching the video, and hanging out with me today. If you're new, welcome. Again, my name is Beth. I am a wife and mother of 3. Our oldest daughter is 20, so she's grown, works full-time. And I homeschool our second 2 kids. I've got Serena, who is 12, and Robbie, who is very close to turning 7. So we're pretty busy in our house, and I make content that just kind of shows what we do in our house. A lot of food prep, grocery hauls, some homeschool content, family life, things like that. So if that sounds good to you, I would love it if you would subscribe. Take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you be a part of our YouTube family. All right, I got about a cup of almonds. Walnuts. All right, so I don't have a food processor, so I attempted to use the Vitamix. I don't want to blend it too finely. I don't want to make butter, like nut butter, so I'm just going to leave it kind of chunky. All right, so it is not consistent, but there's some fine and there is some chunky. So we're just going to go with it. I think it's going to be totally fine anyway. Next, we're going to add the shredded coconut. Smells really good. Okay. To the nuts, we're going to add coconut shreds and chia seeds. I should have blended these up with the other nuts, but I think I'm just going to crunch up a few of these cashews and add them in too. I added about a handful of cashews. I just broke them up. And now we're going to start on the sauce mixture. I thought I was videoing and I was not, but I went ahead and added the maple syrup, the vanilla, grass-fed butter, and some sea salt into a small saucepan. I've got it set to medium low, and I'm just going to let all of this melt together and cook until it gets a little bit bubbly. Also, I already have the oven preheated to 325 degrees. I also have a baking sheet prepared with some parchment paper, and it's wrinkly because parchment paper lays flat if you kind of wobble it up and get it all crinkly, and then it will not be trying to float away. It'll stay put better if it's kind of wrinkled up like that. And while we wait, we hydrate. I'm loving my new water bottle. It's the Awala. I talked about it in my last video, one of my homeschool hauls. Robbie was so cute. He's my almost 7-year-old, and he has been enjoying taking sips out of my new water bottle. And he asked me yesterday, he said, "Mom, does this water stay cold forever?" Because it really does do a fantastic job of keeping the water cold. So I'm loving it. Also, this sauce smells incredible. It smells like a bakery. So sweet and delicious in this house. All right, we got bubbles, and it seems to be really smooth and just slightly thickened. I guess just from warming through, but this smells so good. From here, we're going to add the sauce right on top of the granola. I'm gonna stir it all together. This recipe is delightful. It stores for a long time, but it won't even last that long because it's so good. All right, next we're gonna just add the granola right onto this parchment paper. We're gonna smooth it out nice and flat. And I think you want to get it pretty thin so everything can get kind of crispy. And just FYI, I will pop all these into the freezer. I usually keep all of our nuts in the freezer because they tend to stay fresher longer. All right. This is after about 20 minutes, and the outside edge isn't as crisp as I would like for it to be, so I'm gonna pop it back in for about 5 minutes. Fresh out of the oven, this granola smells so good. What we're gonna do here is let it cool completely. This baked for about 30 minutes total. It's nice and crispy on the edges. It's a little bit soft and chewy on the middle. So I'm gonna break it up and I'm gonna put it into one of these containers, and I've already tried some. It's really good, and Brandon also approved. This recipe is a keeper for sure. It is so good. Well, you might notice that there has been a wardrobe change that has happened here in this video. As the granola was cooling completely, we decided to go to the pool. So by the time we got home, it was completely cool and ready to be put away into the canister. And I never thought that I would be making a video in a bathing suit and a cover-up for the internet, but here we are. So as I'm putting it into this canister, I'm kind of breaking it up into chunks. In our family, we'll probably use this as just like a crunchy snack, or maybe add it to yogurt. It's so good. I was thinking about more like in the fall time, it might be really good to add some pumpkin seeds. There was something else that I was thinking would be really good in here too. But I'm curious if you have any favorite items that you like to add into your granola. Oh my gosh, parts of this are so soft and chewy. Awesome. What makes this so good is that it is savory, it's salty, and it's got just the perfect amount of sweetness. The butter and the maple syrup, they do really well with this. And then the toastiness of the pecans especially, but just the nuts in general. So good, really good. And it looks so pretty in this canister. It just looks so good. Really, really, really good. Next up, to make my week a little bit easier, I am prepping ahead a tater tot breakfast casserole. Main ingredients being tater tots and sausage. This is home canned sausage. I've already opened it. Let's see. It also takes cheese, a little bit of milk. These are the seasonings. I also need to get some salt, but it's onion powder, black pepper, garlic powder, and I've got some eggs that I need to use up. I don't have a special recipe. I just found one on Pinterest that looked easy, so that's the one that I'm using, and I will link it down below. I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And I have prepared a 9x13 baking dish. I just sprayed it with a little bit of cooking spray. You know, I'm just using this canned sausage because it's what I have on hand, but the recipe calls for you to cook the sausage like in real time with your recipe. Just gonna add in this cheese. This officially is 2 cups of cheese, a little bit more than what the recipe calls for, but that is okay. Yes. Well, we're gonna toss this all together. Now I'm gonna put this into the 9x13 dish. I'm just gonna use the same bowl to cut down on dishes. I'm gonna crack these eggs right in. I don't think I got any eggs in. All right, I'm just gonna, to the eggs, I'm going to add 2 cups of milk. Calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, or a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. It calls for a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. I'm just going to season till it looks right. Gonna whisk it all together. I'm gonna pour the egg mixture over top. And it will all even out. All right, and then this is gonna go into a 350-degree oven for 60 to 70 minutes or until the eggs are cooked all the way through. Obviously, I did not include video of me making this muffin recipe from scratch, but these zucchini muffins were so good, and I wanted to include this little bit of footage, not only because of the amazing piano music, but because muffins are such an easy part of my weekly food prep that I love to do. So I will link this recipe down below. Be sure to check it out. I recommend them. They're delish. I hear it. Like I mentioned before, I am a homeschool mom, and our days run a lot more smoothly if we have plenty of food prepped ahead because we're busy. We get into the school zone at home, and then we have to stop and eat, and you know, nobody wants a hangry homeschool mom teacher, right? So I decided to prep ahead some chicken salad, and this recipe is very basic. I was just kind of winging it. I made it up on the spot, but I used some canned chicken. Of course, you could use rotisserie chicken or whatever kind of chicken you like for your chicken salad. This is just what I was using because it was easy. I seasoned the chicken with some cracked black pepper. We like that Chosen brand avocado mayonnaise, so I use that to mix it in. I'm adding some sliced almonds, and then I'll season it more with some Lowry's seasoned salt. This turned out so delicious, and I was really thankful to have this on hand because, you know, sometimes in the lunch hour, you just get real hungry, and this hit the spot every day. Serena and I really enjoyed it. Robbie isn't really a fan of chicken salad, but this was really, really good, and I've already made another batch for this upcoming week. Here I'm showing you some baked potatoes that I made in the Instant Pot. We made some to go along with dinner, and these are just what we had left over. Here are the zucchini chocolate chip muffins that turned out beautifully. They smell amazing. I hope they're going to taste half as good as they smell, because that would be delicious. Again, here is the breakfast casserole, and I'm just letting it cool off before I pop it into the fridge. I was able to prep ahead some chicken salad, which is going to make lunchtime super easy, and also the baked potatoes that I made a lot for dinner tonight, so we can have some leftovers for the week. And let us not forget this amazing granola as well. I think our week is going to get started on the right foot, and I'm excited about it. Feels really good to have things prepped and ready to go. I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. Thank you so much for adding a dash of gratitude to your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.